Come on now, come on now, wave. Everybody wave. Everybody wave. Hey. Come on now, move. Everybody move. Come on now, move. Time to give God some praise. Give him praise. Give him praise. Tell me how you feeling. Everybody feeling alive. Just the spirit feeling alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth, him alive. Visions and dreaming, come alive. Higher heights, I'm reaching alive. Every God, I'm screaming alive. Let me do it one more time. Everybody feeling alive. Just the spirit feeling alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth, him alive. Visions and dreaming, come alive. Higher heights, I'm reaching alive. Every God, I'm screaming alive. Everybody feeling alive. Just the spirit feeling alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth, him alive.
I gotta say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. You're tuned to Love 101 FM, the family station. Hey, I am Sara-Ann Edwards Miller, Sara-Ann the Chirpy One, keeping you company today inside Alive 1 to 5 on this Free Flow Friday. Hey, my folks, we are live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube at Love 101 FM Jamaica. Sign on, rock on, roll on, jump on, whatever you gotta do, just make sure that you are on the live. And as you come on the live, I need you to comment. Say something so I know that you're here. So when I'm marking the register, I'll see you guys, all right? Also remember to share the live. Share the live. I got to say special good afternoon to my friends listening to us on the FM band at 101.1, 357 My friends listening to us online at www.love101.org. Or if you're listening to us via the app that you have downloaded for free from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, a very good afternoon. Shops, stores, supermarkets, everybody that's hearing me right now, a very good afternoon to you. Taxi drivers, bus drivers, y'all should drive better. Y'all should drive better. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. Everybody. Now today you'll be inspired, informed, entertained, and engaged. In a moment, I'll bring you highlights from the news. 1:45 Menticize, that's mental exercise. 2 o'clock, prayer blast with recording gospel artist Clyde Christie, aka Radical Chris. 2:15 Inside Music. Members from the group of Boda will join us to talk about their new album. Then 3 o'clock Inside Alive Highlights. We talk with a man who is no stranger to the gospel music industry. International recording artist Jermaine Edwards. 3:45 will bring you celebrations. At that time, you send me your birthdays and anniversary greetings. 4 o'clock, the Small People Show comes your way with Auntie Colleen. And then at 4:55, we wrap it all up inside Alive 1 to 5 on this Free Flow Friday. Now it's time for highlights from the news at this time. John Rawlings, a success primary hit by bizarre incident during devotion. Several students and at least one teacher at the John Rawlings Success Primary School in St. James are now undergoing treatment following a bizarre incident during and after the school's general devotional exercise this morning. It started with a teacher fainting and vomiting, and we had some students doing the same thing. For the teacher, it started before general devotion, and for the students, it was after devotion, explained the school's principal, Yvonne Miller-Wisdom. Miller-Wisdom said that the cause of the incident has not been determined. However, she said that the school's management has been receiving advice from the local health authorities on how to handle the situation. In other news, gangster gets life for murder as DPP wins historic appeal. Westmoreland gangster Lyndall Powell, who received a 12-year sentence for murder, has now been sentenced to life in prison after the Court of Appeal agreed with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions that the sentence was unduly lenient. Is the DPP's first use of a law that gives the prosecution a right to appeal sentences. Justice Frank Williams handed down the ruling earlier today. The appeal court imposed life sentences for each of the 2 counts of murder on which he was convicted. Powell will have to serve 20 years and 7 months on one count and 24 years and 7 months on the second, both at hard labor, before being eligible for parole. In other news, man shot at candlelight vigil for ex-soldier in Westmoreland. A man was shot and injured at a candlelight vigil for late ex-soldier Kamar Reed at Hartford in Westmoreland last evening. Reports from the police are that shortly after 7 p.m., men traveling in a white Toyota Axio from the direction of the Cornwall community opened gunfire at the gathering, sending people scampering for cover in different directions. When the shooting subsided, a man was found suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. The injured man was transported to the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital by residents. He was treated for gunshot wounds to the right elbow and lower left arm and admitted in stable condition. And now, finally, from highlights from the news, Christian media group warns government against tinkering with school devotions. A Christian media group is urging the government to be careful in pursuing the regulation of religious activities in public schools, arising from this week's bizarre incident at Oberlin High School in St. Andrew. The Education Ministry has since said it was conducting an investigation to determine protocols to guide devotions in schools. But the Association of Christian Communicators and Media, ACCM, says the ministry must take into account the fact that the public school system, for the most part, was established on moral and legal foundation grounded in the Christian faith. And those are the highlights of the news at this time. Friday, October 28, 2022. We trust that you were, as usual, informed. All right, let's go. Children of God, remember that we go live again at 3 o'clock for a live highlights with Jermaine Edwards. Ensure you are on the live, all right? All right, it's now time for me to go ahead and mark the register. Let's go, my peeps on Facebook and YouTube. It's your time only. My friends on Facebook and YouTube. So if you're listening to the radio and you're not on Facebook or YouTube, jump on, man. Write something so I know that you're here, no man. So you can hear your name right about now, no man. All right, let's go. Freddie Bless, good afternoon. Diane Walters, Colleen Oliphant, Dwayne Tracy, good afternoon. Annette Evans, Makisha Sharp. Wait, where? Diane Walters, okay, you're second. Yvonne Scott, Ricardo Portias, Mary James, Godfrey Walters, good afternoon to you. I don't know how well. Winsome Campbell, Karine Bennett, Joan Domlinson, Dorrit Hutchinson, Angela Hackett, Hortense Facey, Dorrit Hutchinson, Valerie Stewart, Maxine Kelly, Lorna Daly, good afternoon to you. Marva Miller, Angela Masters, Nadia Bingham, Ricardo Portias, Maxine Clark, Sean McKay, Marshall Lawrence, Sandra Cameron, Winifred Henry Williams, Lilith Colum Andrews, good afternoon. Carlene Blake, Clive Brown, Erica Guy, Chubby Checker, Delroy Melvin, Keisha Stevenson, good afternoon. Esther Anglin, Brinky Brown, up and running. Naomi Miller, good afternoon. Keisha, Raymar Finn, Andreen Montague, registered nurse, then Wagwan, Harvey Riley, Denzel King, Kathleen Bashon, Faye Jameson Alberton, good afternoon. Registered nurse Denden says, I love your shirt. Thank you so much. Denden. You know, it was a gift that you know. Good afternoon. Claudette Ellis, Doreen Bradshaw, Winsome King, Paulette Stevenson, Sonia Hamilton, Marva Robinson, good afternoon. Marcia Ann Hyman Allen, good afternoon. Nadine Gentles, Ruth Wallace, Erica Guy, Paulette Ricketts, Beverly Knight, Sean Wright, Marlinda Costa Wagwan, Ava Young, Sandra Graham, Raymar Finn, Natalie Kelly, Patsy Grant, Sheila Douglas, Natalie Campbell, Faith Hay, Tanisha Adamson, Hi, Marjorie Anderson, Job Checker, Ophelia Clayton, good afternoon. Sue Walters, Cassandra Ingram, Jodian Simpson, Lorraine Wilson, Ingrid Hall, Charmaine Thompson, good afternoon. Charmaine Blackwood, Marlene Graham, the Forsyth Circle, good afternoon. Audrey Sutton, Nikki Biggs, this is Charlene Roberts, good afternoon. Charlene Roberts. This is Winsome Stennett, Sandra Spencer, Hyacinth Palmer, Laverne Anderson, Evan Stewart Smelly, Louise Henry. Good afternoon, Ed. Good afternoon, Ed. Yes, Ed. Sonia Brown, Rosalind Love, Maxine Clark, Champion Carol, Keisha Blackwood. Good afternoon to you. Sonia Watson, John Sawagwan, the shirt. Carol says the shirt. Thank you, Veronica Bryan, Hyacinth Palmer, Gwendolyn Thomas, Lillian Taylor, Ruth Walker, Sandra Wiley, Janet Flintstone, Nigel Davidson, good afternoon. Janice McPherson, Janine Burrell, Natalie Campbell. Hold on. This is Natalie Kelly, Mark Wright, Donna Smith, Ceciline Powell, and I got everyone. Thank you guys so much for jumping on the live. We do this every weekday, Monday to Friday at 1 o'clock. So just make it a date, set your alarms, and don't be late. Also, remember, coming up at 3 o'clock, Alive Highlights, we come back on here for a chat with Jermaine Edwards. You can't miss it. This is Love 101 FM, the family station. It is now 1:15. Let's go.
It's karaoke. Sara-Ann is here. I have been waiting for so long. Welcome the chirpy one. Her presence electrifies everyone. My mother's listening too. She said she feels like she's 21. What? I know that's what she does to you. Such a great spirit, plays in the spirit too. So expect a miracle. Anything's possible. Now that Sarah's playing, ooh, you will be just fine. Your soul will feel so alive with whatever Sarah's playing. Ooh, yeah. Everybody have to know. Everybody needs to know. Yeah. Everybody has to know. Oh yeah. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann on the radio. Tell a neighbor. Everybody needs to know. Tell your friend. Everybody has to know. Tell a brother. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann. Everybody has to know. Tell a neighbor. Everybody has to know. Tell a friend. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann. What else you gotta do? There is absolutely nothing else to do. Cause there's no one else. Hey, that's Sara-Ann. When Sara-Ann is on air, I can feel the difference. I can feel the spirit moving and I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Well, what do you know? Life can be difficult, but it's the chirpy one and you can be happy. Yeah, you can be happy. Oh yeah. No, you can be happy.